Yes, guys, it's Championship Manager 0102. This is the Heads Up Network game titled Game On with myself and Matt. Part 15, Season 15. We've fired through another season with these miniature sessions. I say miniature sessions, what should be sort of like an hour turned into 2 hours. And we've concluded yet another season. It's crazy, it really is. So where to start then on how Season 14 finished? Let's start with myself first then. Borussia Dortmund. A few things to talk to you about Dortmund. Firstly, that was our second full season as Dortmund, and we didn't do it. We finished second in the table for the second year running. But do you know what? It was a better season, and the reason it was a better season is because we did win the cup. We did win the cup last season, so we matched it. Now this season coming ahead, we've got to win it. We've got to win the league, there's no doubt. We've made our 7 signings, and they are our 7 signings. The regen of Mendieta, Robert Pires, George Weah, Del Piero, a few players who I don't know who they are, but they look fucking awesome. Patrick Bent, I don't know who he is. Not a clue, but looks fucking amazing. Matt said Clarence Seedorf. I don't think that's Seedorf. I don't think Seedorf was a forward. But either way, it's irrelevant who he is. We haven't exactly had the greatest start in the world. We've been knocked out of the League Cup. So I was a little bit fucking angry with that. Now, an interesting thing with Dortmund. Now, I did put this on one of the CM groups yesterday. Somebody said it was a bug. Our stadium was increased by 27,800 seats. And I didn't ask for it, and that's like the second year running, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Now look at our stadium. And somebody explained, and I never really knew this, because I don't know Germany as well as some. Basically, my stadium was X amount seats, X amount standing, and the difference was 27,800. So when they increased it by 27,800, recently it should have been becoming an all-seater, but instead of becoming an all-seater, they expand the stadium by 27,800. So there you see, and you can work that out just by taking away how much is seated, and they've done it for the last 2 years. I mean, that is fucking insane. Somebody else said it wasn't about that, it was to do with the tier. I don't know, I don't really give a shit, but I mean, that is fucking insane. We've got to do, got to have a real successful year in the league. There's no doubt about it. Let's talk about Matt then. Matt and Man United. You may recall last season on various social media posts, he had an absolute awful start to the campaign. And in fairness, and you got to give credit where it's due, he won the title. He won it with a game to spare. He won the FA Cup. And he got knocked out of the Champions League to Roma. So credit where it's due. I got knocked out of the Champions League in the second phase. I was in Matt's group, you may recall. But to be fair to Matt, he had a really, really tough time last season. And probably dodged the sack numerous times. Now the funny thing is, so he ended up having a really strong second half season. I had a real dodgy second half, and I became slightly insecure. I was really, really fucked off because I could sense what was going to happen. But nevertheless, it was a good end to the season. But for Matt then, he's already been buying the season. Now he did make a fuck up. It's not a serious fuck up, but he brought this guy, and he should have only had 7. No, sorry. He should have only had 6 last season because he made a fuck up the season before where he brought a Simeone regen. So he took over after the Robben deal. So you get 7 transfers, and that Simeone deal he thought was coming through after the update. It didn't. So I said, okay, just take 6 next season. Took 6 this season and did the same fucking thing. So he's got 6 this season coming up, and so he's got 1 left. He's brought a Zidane regen, absolute monster player. So in terms of his other players, Peruzzi, I don't even know who Perez is. I've never heard of him, but he looks a fucking... Reflex is 18, is bizarre for a central defender. Marin, I think he said to me yesterday he thinks that's Rustico regen. And Francisco. So, Matt, I would say Matt's going to make a big assault on on the Champions League, and he'll probably want to have a better league campaign. Right, he don't want to be dodging fucking victories here and there. He did do his facilities, though. He asked for an increase and he got it, 83,800. Let's take a look at me and Matt as managers then. 49 years of age. Looks good. Looks very good. And as far as I'm concerned, what do I look like? Yeah, we've both got shit adaptability. Okay, so that's that. Matt asked me if I'd leave, because I said about going to Arsenal. You may recall that did come available, but I don't want Arsenal whilst I'm in this position. My only concern is, and I fucked up so many times when I buy a player and he's got a high injury prone, it's my own fucking stupidity. Excuse me. Oh God. That wasn't the tactic I was using. The tactic I used before was just a straight middleman. But I just feel that I need to stay with middleman now. I need to stay with this three at the back. I needed a defender. I got Mendieta on an unprotected contract. We brought Weir as an additional striker. We got rid of Baggio Regen. Now, the reason it was causing me a lot of issues. We've sold Zanetti in light of us using centre-backs. Players are not becoming quite so unhappy now because I've got rid of... Why is he unhappy? Oh, fuck off, prick. Okay, so that is where we're at then. The start of season 15. We've got the weekend to come. We'll probably get some good sessions in over the weekend. But it's fair to say it's... I didn't even realise that. Didn't even realise that. I just bought him. 1 second, guys. 1 second. When did I lose? Am I missing something? Oh, Gil did play. Look at that. NDI a 5. Fucking not acceptable. I take things like that really fucking personal. Really frustrates me. So, so we'll probably have a good couple of sessions. Maybe a stream tomorrow, we'll see. And that's it. So, until next time from me, guys, if there's anything you want doing on CM, let me know. But until next time from me, guys, take it easy.